Hello, everybody. It's Barbara, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. We are starting off our reading today with this fabulous Lemurian Saint Germain singing bell. This brings in really good energies for the cards, for me, for you, for crystals, for plants, for animals, for all of us. And we're starting off with this singing bell today because I have sad news. The golden singing bell can't sing anymore. She broke the other day. So no more golden singing bell. My heart feels like it's broken. She didn't fall or anything. It was like, nope, I sang my last song and I'm done now. So, rest in peace, beautiful golden singing bell. That's why today we honor her, and we're starting off with the Lemurian Saint Germain singing bell. Okay, having said that, a lot going on out there in the universe, you guys. Lots of planets in retrograde. Mars is in Libra, which shows us polarities. Mars is a warrior, but Libra is that peace and calm. And so it's kind of opposites. It's showing us that we can be warriors, but we can also be peaceful and calming. The peaceful warrior, just like in yoga. Peaceful warrior. It is time for the peaceful warriors. Not fighting, bringing peace. If you're new to Pick a Stack Wednesday, this is what we do here. Your mission is to think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, or the world. And then you choose a stack. And today, stack number 1 is the beautiful Spirit Song Tarot. That is by Paulina Cassidy. And by the Cargams, we have the Druid Craft Tarot. And we're going to get one card from each of these. And then stack number 3 is Sacred Spirit. This is an oracle deck. So, you think of your idea, issue, or question. You choose a stack. You can choose 2 stacks. You can choose all 3 stacks. It doesn't matter. You're the one that makes up the rules. I'm just doing the reading. This is all about you. And we're just sitting here having a conversation. Hopefully the stack you chose resonates with what you asked about. I highly recommend you listen or watch the whole video because there might be something in stack 3 and you chose stack number 1. So, just saying. What I usually do is I usually just listen. I put my phone on and I listen to a reading and I'm over there making soap or making lip balms or whatever, dusting. And once in a while I have to go back to the phone and see what the person is talking about because sometimes you want to see the card. Okay, so those are the rules, even though there's no rules. You ready to get started? I'm having a hard time talking today. I don't know why. I also dropped a few things this morning, not the singing bell. So there's this ungroundedness. I know we have some major solar plasma coming in. So if you feel like you can't sleep, if you feel like you're dropping things, you're not grounded, you can't focus. Yesterday was like a major ADHD day for everybody that came into my shop. Everybody was saying the same thing. I can't focus. Well, I couldn't either. And so I looked it up and it was, major solar flares. It's the sun sending plasma to the earth. It's raising the frequency. And when it does that, we're not used to it. So we get ungrounded. So that's why today I'm wearing green. I'm wearing, this is my Mother Earth necklace that my friend Lila made. Grounding to the earth. So we need to be doing that, especially now with all this solar energy coming in. Okay. If you're dropping things, tripping, you can't focus, that is most likely affecting you. So do what you can to make sure that you're grounded. Okay. I just wanted to get that out there because it is an issue. And I pay attention to what my spirit guides, how they dress me every day. So to me, when they dressed me in green and they told me to wear this necklace, I went, oh, okay. I'm not grounded, but I need to be. So just had to throw that out there. Also, they wanted this to be green. So there's a lot of, it's an earth nurturing energy is what we need. Not just an earth energy, but an earth nurturing energy. Remember, Mother Earth gives life to us. Okay. So talk to Mama Earth, lay down in the grass, stand in the grass barefoot, hug a tree, whatever you got to do, but connect with Mama Earth. I also got my peace lily behind me. That was my son's peace lily. So there's some grounding there. And I got that nice big tree stump behind me. Got to be grounded. All right. Having said all that, let's get started. If you chose stack number 1, we have the Spirit Song Tarot. Spirit Song Tarot. And I meditated this morning, and I'm asking my spirit guides and guardians who live in the light, who love me, watch over me, guide, guard, and protect me. What do my people need to know today? What do my stack number 1 people need to know today? What do they need to know today? Other than they need to be grounded. We all need to be grounded, especially if you drive. Make sure before you drive that you're always grounded. Because guess what? You don't see statistics on it, but most accidents happen when people aren't grounded. Oh, that one fell out. Okay. So from the Spirit Song Tarot deck, we get the Ace of Crystals, which is the Ace of Earth, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. And this is all about a new beginning of abundance and prosperity coming in. The crystals, pentacles, coins, this is all about material things, resources, physical resources. This means something new is coming in. So if you were asking a question, a yes/no question, the answer is yes. And if you're asking about, is something coming for me, the answer is yes, especially if it was something physical. This could be, it could be a new relationship. It could be a new job. It could be a new house. It could be, money coming in. Am I going to have enough money to pay all my bills? Yes. But you have to be a magnet for it. Okay. It can come to you, but if you don't feel like you deserve it, it's going to go and stop right there and not come fully to you because you aren't a magnet for it. So this is a message about you keeping your thoughts positive and being a magnet for the resources that you need. So if you're saying, okay, universe, I'm ready, bring on all that money, but then you don't feel like you deserve it, it's not going to come. I deserve it. I'm worthy. It's safe for me, and I want it. And what am I going to do with it? Tell the universe what you're going to do with it. I'm going to build a healing center. I'm going to build a house. I'm going to do something where I can help other people. I'm going to build an animal shelter. What do you want to do? The universe wants to conspire with you. Okay? I can tell you so many stories where the universe has conspired with me because I said, this is what I want to do. And all of a sudden, this stuff shows up for me. For example, I want to put 2 more healing rooms into my healing center here. And I needed stools for the healer to sit on. One of my customer friends showed up and said, hey, I have these 2 stools. Do you want them? And I was like, thank you, universe. Thank you to this person for listening because you brought them. That's how it works. The universe conspires with you. We are creators. This is a reminder to be that magnet, to be that creator. What do you want to do with your life? Not today necessarily. What do you want to do in the grand scheme of things? What's the next chapter of your life looking like? What's that ultimate dream? Don't say it's way out there. Start on it today. I have my dream that I want to do, and I've talked to the universe many times about this, and I know it's coming. I can see it. I know where this piece of property is. It's that way. I don't know what that means. I just know it's that way. They've showed me the property. I've shown them what I want to do with the property. And of course, the universe is like, well, you think this, but we're going to tweak it a little bit, and then it's going to be that, which means it's usually going to be better than what you imagine, because we limit ourselves. No more limits. Abundance is coming to you. Prosperity is coming to you. Resources are coming to you. Keep your thoughts positive. Know that you are worthy and you deserve it all. It's safe for you. Whether that means you're going to go buy a lottery ticket. It could be, a long lost relative passes away and leaves everything to you because you were nice that one time. Or a stranger leaves it all to you and you're like, wait, what? Yeah. Your job is to say, thank you. Thank you, universe. Thank you to whoever listened to the universe and left that to you or is giving that to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I am worthy, and I'm going to do really good things with these resources. Okay? Because this is the time of our lives. And I don't mean our age, but this is the time in the universe right now where we are here to help each other. And if you're going to do something with your resources that helps other people, the universe is going to conspire with you even faster. So building that healing center, an animal shelter, all these things that I was talking about, the universe will conspire even faster. Okay? So this is a really, really good card if you chose stack number 1. Good things are coming to you. Your job is to know that you're worthy and you deserve them. Okay? Yay, you! All right, let's get that singing bell. Oh, it's just glorious. All right, that was stack number 1. If you chose stack number 2, we have a card from the Druid Craft Tarot. And what do our stack 2 people need to know today? What do our stack 2 people need to know today? By the way, while I'm shuffling, if you are interested in a personal reading, I do them in person. I have appointments set up on Facebook as events, or you can contact me and find out when I have an appointment available. I do them in the evenings at 5:30. I can't do them during the day because I'm running a shop. All right, stack 2. You get a major arcana card. This is a message from the universe. It's kind of like a knock, 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 pay attention. You get card number 9. 9 can be a completion. Something finalizes. This is the Hermit card. And here's the thing with the Hermit card. This is a Virgo card, and we are in Virgo right now. And Virgo is all about going inside yourself, analyzing, sometimes analyzing too much. But this is all about going inside yourself and finding out who you are. The Hermit also brings the light. If you look, the Hermit always has either a lantern or a light on a stick. So this is about going off into the distance by yourself, staying home by yourself, but somehow being by yourself and going inside your head and finding out who you really are. Now you can take your familiar, in this case, was a total wolf. The wolf is the teacher. So it's okay to get advice from a teacher, a loved one, a spirit guide. Remember, you're never truly alone. I can go off and meditate for 4 hours, in the woods, by the lake, whatever, in the middle of the lake. I'm not alone. I'm surrounded by so many spirit guides. And once you start talking to them, it becomes very apparent who's with you. And yeah, they can be with you in the middle of the lake. They don't need life jackets. So this is also showing the moon. Now, it's like there's a sunset. So the sun is in the back here. And then there's the moon. Again, we're not alone. The sun and the moon, you can talk to them. When I talk to the sun, I resonate with the sun big time. And when I talk to the sun does this. And I say, that's talking back at me. And I say, thank you for bringing me all the energy from your rays. Thank you for energizing me. And it just keeps doing that. And when I stop talking, it stops. So I know it's listening. The moon, I'm sure, does the exact same thing. So this is a message to utilize the sun and the moon, whichever one, or both if they resonate with you. Ask them for wisdom and guidance. They have a spirit. The sun has a spirit. The moon has a spirit. This is why they've been revered for, oh my gosh, many millennia. It's why we have them. So you have the sun and the moon that you can talk with. You've got your familiar. Everybody has a familiar. You don't even know you have one sometimes. I didn't know Althea was my familiar until, a few years after she came to me. I didn't even pick her out. She literally came to me. What is a familiar? A familiar is a being that you're like this. You're so connected with. You're not tied to, but you're so connected because your souls are connected. It can be a dog, a cat, a horse, a bird. Sometimes it's a person. Sometimes a familiar shows up in a human suit. It can be different than a soulmate. So it's like you're going off by yourself to find out who you are, but you're never alone. You've got tools. You've got the sun, the moon, the earth, the water, fire, air, spirit, familiars. You're surrounded with all these other energies. Utilize them. You are not alone. And everybody needs to stop thinking in merely 3D terms. A 3D person is going to say, well, I have a lantern and a staff and a wolf. But the 5D person is going to say, but I have all my spirit guides. I have angels and archangels who live in the light and ascended masters. And I have all my animal spirit guides. And I have all my ancestors. And for me, I have all my children. There's galactic energies out there too that are working with the light. There's crystals and minerals that are living in the light, and dragons and unicorns and fairies and elves. I mean, they're all there. It's just, if you're living in only 3D, you're not going to recognize them. So this is a calling to go inside yourself. But remember that we are 5D beings as well. We can call in all those other beings living in the light and working with the light. Notice I didn't say calling in the dark beings who don't live in the light. That's up to you. You can call them in. Their time is done. So I wouldn't call them in. I wouldn't associate with them. I would just send light and love to them and keep moving. Okay? So, stack number 2, go inside yourself, find out who you are. Talk to your spirit guides and guardians, all the other beings out there that live in the light. You are the light bringer. You bring the light. Even if you don't feel like you bring the light, you bring the light. Remember, it only takes one little candle to lighten a dark room, a big dark room even. And you're that candle. So you're bringing in light somewhere. But you need to know who you are and how powerful you are. And a lot of people aren't aware of how powerful they are. So in stack number 1, we're manifesting. In stack number 2, we're going to find out how powerful we are. That's huge. You need to know how powerful you really are. And that's a reminder. All right, that was stack number 2. Let's do that singing bell. I just want to soak that up. The sad thing is, it never comes through in a video the way it is here in person. I mean, every cell in my body can feel this, and it's glorious. And I know when I play back the video and I listen to it, it's just not the same. That's okay. If you come in my shop, I'll play this. All you have to do is ask. Just don't ask me to play the golden one. All right. For stack number 3, people, we have a card from the Sacred Spirit deck. This is Anna Stark. I forgot to say her name at the beginning. I apologize, Anna. So what do our stack 3 people need to know today? What do our stack 3 people need to know today? What beautiful card do you have for us today? Okay. So these cards are so thick. There we go. There were 2. They want the top one. Cards are so thick and you never know if you have 1 or 2. Ooh. So we get card number 31. 3 plus 1 is a 4. 4 is a really sturdy foundation. And the card called Secret Temptation. Secret temptation. Being led astray. It's so easy to be led astray these days. Being led astray can be being led astray by a person, by a thing, by a habit. Of course, alcohol, drugs, etc. We can be led astray by entities from the dark. They do try to tempt us. They try to tempt us into doing things we wouldn't normally do, going places we wouldn't normally go, meeting up with people we wouldn't normally meet. So let's see what the book says about being led astray. Temptations can be everywhere. I did not bring my glasses today, so I'm going to have to squint. Temptations can be everywhere, dependent upon your vices, and unfortunately, there will always be a temptation to the human psyche. We can learn from these vices as they teach us about our emotional triggers prior to our actions. Self-mastery is the key. Risk-taking should be avoided now, with careful consideration of any planning of events, career changes, or major decisions. And it's really interesting because We've got all these planets in retrograde. We've got the solar plasma coming in. Yeah, not a good time to be taking risks. Whatever that means to you. Okay, it could be, don't speed when you're out on the road. Don't go on that dragon tail road with your motorcycle and drive too fast. That was for a friend of mine, by the way. Don't do it. It could be just look both ways before you cross the street. Okay, it could be anything. A lack of willpower may influence your impulses. So be strict with your budgets as financial blowouts are significant now. Another thing, a lot of businesses are having sales because our retail sales are down big time. People are not spending as much money. So the stores are having things on sale. And it's so easy to just hand over your credit card and go, yeah, I'm going to take that and that and that and that and that. Pay attention to why you think you need those things. Now, if you're in my crystal shop, we know why you need crystals, okay? Especially courage, protection, selenite, black tourmaline. You got to have those. I'm sorry. Those are like necessities of life. You have water, air, and protective crystals, especially in this day and age. But the extras, do you really need it? Could you use that money? Like if you have the money, could you use it for something else? Maybe buy a little extra toilet paper and food. Just in case. I'm not saying go be a prepper. Okay. I'm not saying that, but having a little extra on hand, there's never anything wrong with that. Okay. I know that's what I've been doing. Every time I go to the store, I always use cash because that way I don't spend more than I want to spend. Because if I bring my credit card, it's a free for all. So if I have a little extra, I buy a little extra, something that can go in my cupboard that is a staple, but won't go bad, like canned peas or something, or something that Althea likes to eat. Well, she likes peas, but anyway, pay attention to how you're spending your money. Right now, the truth is yet to be revealed. Be cautious in lending any goods you wish to have returned, as deception is around every corner. And I know we've all done this, where we lent some things to some friends and you never get them back. So right now, because all these planets are in retrograde and we've got all this craziness in the world, just be careful on what you lend and who you lend it to. Be mindful of any agreements or contracts at this time. Seek professional advice where appropriate. If you're in a relationship, you may feel that it is at risk of a third-party influence. Pay attention to that. Addictions, such as gambling, drugs, sex, alcoholism, even foods, or shopping, are indicated through this card. Being tempted by devilish behavior could potentially lead you down a bad path. And it might be just that one little thing. I just did this one little thing. But is that going to lead you to something else? This is just a reminder to be aware. Be aware. That's all. Just be aware of what you're doing. Start, paying attention, living with intention. If you're with the wrong person or people, they can manipulate you into going down the wrong path. Be careful and definitely say no. This is all about having boundaries. Say, no, I'm not going to do that. And why am I not going to do it? Because I care about myself. Excuse me. And I don't want to go down that path. If you love yourself, you might be tempted, but you're not going to go down that path. So this is boundaries, saying no, and loving yourself. No, I love myself. I'm not going to do that. Ultimately, the temptation to be bad or to let loose is having a negative effect on yourself and people around you. Remember, that's another thing. If you go down the bad path, you are affecting all the people around you. Your kids, your spouse or mate, your friends. Do you really want to do that? You're not just affecting yourself. If you are experiencing challenges with your personal habits at the moment, now is the time to develop structured and systematic coping strategies that you can lean on when you're tempted to be led astray. However, you are a conscious creator. That's what these cards told us. 1 and 2, you're a conscious creator. Be accountable for your past and current choices and seek to change them in the present and the future. You are a creator being. You create your life. Things do not happen to you. They happen with you. They happen for you. They happen by you. So if you're led astray, you can't blame somebody else. That was somebody triggering you or presenting you with an opportunity. It's your job to say no or yes if it's something good. All is not lost, but you must act if you wish to improve your circumstances. Continuing to ignore the problem will only make the situation worse. One of the things that just popped into my mind is procrastination. Procrastination can take something good and turn it into something not so good. Like procrastinating on paying your bills, procrastinating on going to the doctor, procrastinating on getting a healing, procrastinating on getting exercise. Okay? It can be one of those temptations. We talked about those other things before, but procrastination is a big one. I used to have a big problem with procrastination. And I figured out it's because I like that rush I get at the last minute when I'm doing something. I got to hurry up and do it. I get a rush from it. Yeah, that's not so good. I have to not do that, do it up here and like move that rush from the day before to when I'm doing it. Does that make sense? I have to experience the rush here. The rush is associated with doing it, not the timing of it. So this is also talking about if you need help, ask for it. Now that can be, finding a program or just finding a healer and saying, okay, what can I do? What can I do to help my situation? Getting a reading, getting a healing, a life coach, whatever works for you. Who are you going to listen to? It better be somebody that you're going to listen to. Okay. Don't just do it to do it. Too many people do that. Oh, I'm supposed to, go talk to a therapist, blah, blah, blah. No, you got to be with somebody that you resonate with, that you will open up to. Okay. Because all this stuff from way down here needs to come out in all of us, not just stack 3 people. Okay? The affirmation that comes with this card says, I continue to make positive choices. I free my emotional burden. I free my emotional burden. I don't have to have an emotional burden. I can let all those emotions free. My sadness, my resentment, my guilt, my blame, my anger, my fear, I let them all go. The spirit of addiction, I let it go. The spirit of victimhood, I let it go. I don't need them. I am not in survival mode anymore. I am a creator being. I create my life to be the way I want it to be. What do you want to do with your life? What's your dream? What's your goal? Make it happen. Like I said earlier, conspire with the universe, and then the universe will conspire with you. Be a magnet, like in stack number 1. Be a magnet for whatever it is you want to do. If you want to write a book, be a magnet for that book. Say, thank you, universe, and all my spirit guides and guardians who love me, who watch over me, who guide, guard, and protect me from the light. Thank you for helping me write this book. Let's do this. And then be open. Sit down with a pad of paper and a pencil outside by a tree inside in your happy space. Or if you're doing it on your phone, do it on your phone or a tablet or laptop, whatever. But you're not going to get it done until you take that first step. So this is leading to the Fool card in the tarot. The Fool card is the very first major arcana card. And it's the Fool taking that first leap of faith. When you take that first leap of faith, the universe says, okay, they're ready. Let's do this. But first, you got to deal with all the crap that you're holding on to. Let it go. That was stack number 3. Thank you for joining me, everybody. I love you. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you deserve it all. I know you're worthy of it all. I know it's safe for you, and I know you want it. You're the reason I do this. Thank you for joining me. You have a blessed rest of your day. Namaste.